punch in the numbers to the corresponding person you would like to speak with. Say hello in an excited but non-threatening voice. I've talked to a few of you people on the phone. It's a little threatening and a little scary. I know. And then you use your mystical powers of persuasion, your bag of bullshit tricks, and then you thank them for their generous sponsorship money. Because the one thing you've got to remember, people very, very easily hit that delete button. It's so easy and so fast to do. Especially, come on, we all know, how many emails do we get a day? I probably get about 80 emails every day, and I probably delete 75 of them without even looking at what they are. And especially if you put the name of your conference, let's say GrrCon sponsorship. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Bye-bye. But if you actually get them on the phone, it is much more difficult for someone to say, screw you in person. Again, it's a horrible thing to do. Nobody likes picking up the phone. It's the scariest part. I know, because I about cried the first few times. It's a personal thing. You can start to take rejection very, very easily. You get tongue-tied, you can screw yourself over by sounding like a complete moron, and you're going to the first few phone calls. Sounds like a big boat. I like boats.
They approve.
Yeah. So if you're worried about sounding like an idiot, you just need to get over it. And just accept the fact for the first few phone calls you are. I probably still do. I know I do. But it's all good, And now, one of the things that I used to do is don't get too excited when you get someone's voicemail. You're like, yeah, that sigh of relief. Thank God they're not there. So you leave your message, your carefully crafted message. Seriously, they're not going to call you back. They aren't. And you're just going to have to call them back again later. And then one of the things that I've had to do is, everyone's got call waiting. And they don't want to, not call waiting, caller ID. It's the tequila again. And they're going to see that they don't know you, and they're not going to pick up the phone. Keep track of when they're not picking up the phone. It's not illegal to learn when people take their lunch hours. Just because you know someone's scheduled from AM to PM, there's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you strategically call them. Eventually they're going to pick up. Now, I talked before about having your sales pitch. This is one of the things you need to do, and make sure you practice it over and over again. Just like before you talk up in front of anybody, make sure you go over it over again and again. One of my little tricks that I like to do, I keep little note cards, just like those. Because I tend to forget minor things like the date of the conference. I know it's in September. The end of September. I don't have a sticky note on me. But it's the second you're doing this, and again, I know where I'm going to screw up. And see? Yeah, it's all good, right? But that's one of the things. The more you talk, the more you're going to find out where your own personal pitfalls are and the things that you are going to tend to forget, and then you just learn to compensate for that, even if it is little sticky notes. No one on the other end of that phone is going to know that you have a sticky date with, this is the name of my conference because I forget it. No one knows but you, and now you. And one of the things that we don't want to forget through all of this is that no one likes to feel stupid. Nobody does, except for this guy. So make sure when you're calling people and talking to them and giving them the details of the conference, what kind of people are going to be there, blah, 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 don't talk over the heads. Which is good for people like me to call because my technical term is thingy. And everybody understands what thingy is. But when you start getting too technical with people, they don't like it and they're not going to write you a check. So again, yes, it is selling yourself. Very hard. So, now we've got our unreturned emails, a little bit of research, and we're going to start calling those people that won't return our emails. Because we're just following up, right? We're not being irritating yet. And, yeah. Again, they're probably going to tell you piss off to your face, but again, you've covered every angle. And again, I can't stress this enough. You're going to get a lot of rejection. It's one of the things you just have to suck up. And by now you should be getting used to this and it's not crying yourself to sleep half as much. Again, it still hurts, but let's face it, if it was easy getting money, everybody would have a conference and everybody would not have a problem paying for everything. But it's hard. So, we've exhausted all of those areas. Time for a little change in direction. Maybe you've got a few people to say yes, but we still need a lot more cash. So, start accidentally emailing the wrong departments. Like, oops, I contacted you. I met someone, in sales, or I met someone in your marketing department. They'll redirect you. Don't worry. And now this means that you can call and ask for that person directly and practice your new mad skills, right? You've been practicing this speech over and over again. Now you have actual direct lines to people. And you got to remember, there's nothing wrong with stereotypes, at least when they're to your advantage, so use them. So if you're a woman, men tend to think you look like this, even if this is closer to the truth. Or this. I don't know if you guys seen this movie. This movie's funny. So again, if you're scared, terrified at the thought of rejection after rejection, I do freelance. It doesn't bother me. People call me bad things. It's all good. So, started getting some money, a little bit of money in, got some sponsors, which is great. Now you guys start thinking, like, how can I really jack these people for more cash? Because if they're going to give me $500, why aren't they going to give me $1,000, right? They've already said yes. Contact the sales department. You've been dealing with the marketing, maybe some sales, but contact the sales department. Because what is their job? To sell you shit. Yes, they're going to contact you. They're going to call you over and over and over again because they really want to talk to you. But hey, it's easier than picking up the phone, right? And sometimes they even want to buy you lunch. I mean, seriously, score. I don't know how many times I've been taken out to lunch, and it's freaking awesome. I didn't pay for it. They sit there and they kiss your ass and tell you about their products, which is great. This is great.
Just another thingy.
It's another thingy. I don't pretend to be technical. It's all good. That's why I have that guy. You know more than thingy. And one of the things you also had to remember is now that you've got the salespeople on you, upsell, 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 upsell. So they've already decided, yes, I want to sponsor you. Super duper. Offer them private Wi-Fi, premium booth location, or even website ad ordering if that's something that the company can provide. Whatever you think that can add value. Bigger ad space. Things that aren't going to necessarily cost you very much, but that somebody else will want to pay for because they find, big value in that and they're going to hit more of your attendees that way. Ask if they want to put things in swag bags. Again, it's nothing that's going to cost you anything. Your attendees are going to love it because you've got more goodies for them, but it also gets your sponsors' names out, giving them more value for putting into your conference. And yeah, with the swag bags, it's a pain in the ass to fill those things. It really is. It sucks. But hey, again, they make your attendees excited, your sponsors happy because they've got their name out to a whole bunch more people, and then you can usually use your skills to get free help. GrrCon, we throw a couple free tickets at people if they fill swag bags. And it works, especially some students, on ramen noodle budgets. It's all good. And then don't forget the all-powerful offer of exclusivity. Tell people that another company selling what they're selling hasn't signed yet, because again, you're not going to just contact the one place, you're going to contact all 10, right? Yeah, man? So, make sure you tell them that you can offer them, just them, the opportunity to be the only seller of the thingy. And not only are they thinking of signing that sponsorship agreement with you, but now they want to do it faster because they want to beat the 10 other thingy people, and now they want to do it for more money. It seems greedy. Yeah, I know. It does. Seems like you're jacking someone for more money. It does. Kind of is. But it really is a fair trade. By offering exclusivity to the thingy maker, you are limiting yourself to just that one sponsor now. Now you have shut the door on the 9 other sponsors. You're just going into an agreement with the one. This is kind of a risk. You got to kind of do your risk assessment and look at things a little bit more hand, because you may end up losing money, or you may find out that this was the best deal you ever made. It's one of the things you just have to kind of look into, and if it doesn't work out one year, change it next year. And now an important thing to forget that's really easy when you're under all of this pressure, you know, crap, my venue wants their money. Shoot, I need to start putting deposits on other things. You know, the weight of this is just enormous. Sleepless nights, it's a lot of pressure. But one thing, like I said, you cannot forget during the whole thing is to be excited. I know it seems like the simplest thing, but seriously, be excited. Like Len said, when you're on the phone, smile. You're scared to death to sell yourself, but my God, be really excited. Like this is the most outstanding, spectacular, badass event in the world. Because it is. It is. At least if it's GrrCon. But no, it is. It's your event. This is something that you thought up of. This is something that you're a part of. Please do not forget to be excited about this. Your job is to convince these sponsors that they are going to be losing out if they don't participate. And nobody likes to lose money. And again, this is what you need to convince them that they're going to do. If they don't have booth space or advertise with you, you need to make sure that you convince them that they are going to lose out on, you know, your 10,000 attendees. And make sure you remember to use free market capitalism to your advantage. If you get one specific business to sponsor you, make sure you tell another, like their competitor, that they are there, but offer them a bigger ad space for more money. Again, upsell, upsell, upsell. That is your ace in the hole right there. And remember, do not say no to anybody. That's horrible. If someone can't afford booth space, simple. Offer them the opportunity to be on your website only. Because again, they're still getting visibility. And don't be afraid to make special deals with people. We do that all the time. Cash is cash, no matter how big, how small. The thing is, get everybody involved, no matter at what level. The company that gave you $100 this year might be your $10,000 investor next year. You don't know. The customizing of sponsorship packages is really important. I know one thing that we do for GrrCon, we have our cookie cut ones, and most people do. They send them with your sponsorship package. But other people, a lot of places like, okay, well, we want this, but we want a little bit of this. Make sure you can do that. Be flexible. When you're trying to sell them on the idea of giving you money, put that in your emails. Make sure, like, yeah, we can customize special deals just for you. Because it's me. The whole thing, the whole I'm special thing, it makes sponsors happy and gives you money. Because everybody likes to feel special. They did something specific for me. And let's face it, all this begging you're doing, this is hustling. And hustling is hard work. If this is something you think you can do in your free time, think again. I work 40-plus hours a week. I have 2 kids, 3. My husband works several jobs. I love you, baby. I'm super busy, but this is something that I also do. Do this first thing in the morning before I go to work. This is something I do on my lunch hour. This is what I do when I get out of work, while the kids are running around being crazy, after they go to bed and are hopefully sleeping. You're going to be working some crazy-ass hours. I mean, I've sent out emails at like 2 o'clock in the morning yet. And it is what it is. This is not something that if you think, oh, I'm just going to do this a couple hours every day, it's not going to work. You definitely get in. You have to definitely get out what you put in to this kind of situation. So no half-assing it. So now you've got many kind and generous businesses to open their wallets for you. You're finally feeling like, yeah, I'm in the green. And after all this, you should be. I mean, you've put your ass on the line. You have asked people from Toys R Us down to the Village Market to give you money. Now how are we going to get people in the seats? That's your next problem. Because again, the sponsors gave you money. They're expecting return on their investment. If Len comes, that's cool, but if he's the only one, that sucks.
Hey.
I don't know.
You're special, but you're not.
Practice with just Len sounds like fun.
But you won't be there either.
Saturday night.
Oh! We have too much fun. So one of the things that we need to do is get the word out. Nothing fancy, nothing over the top. Get people to hand out flyers, like you've seen circulating everywhere. Seriously. I keep that shit in my car. You never know what you're going to do. I spam the shit out of people. I flyer the crap out of people. Get your name out. Shameless marketing. Wear your own T-shirts. Get your friends to wear T-shirts. Yeah? No, you got to lift up the shirt.
I'm not doing that. I don't want people to attack me.
Oh. Talk about your con at other cons. Hey. This is my second one here. More fun slides. And there's another one. See? You getting the idea? Just, yes, you would think, but it's deliberate. And then email people. Lots and lots and lots and lots of people. Don't have more than 10 friends? That's okay. Do what you do. Or, let's think here. We're promoting a hacker conference, right? Flexible moral people. How could you obtain lists of people? Maybe use your resources? That's right. Not that I'm promoting legal activity or whatever, but whatever you do on your own time, that's my disclaimer. It is what it is. Remember LinkedIn. This is like the biggest scam on the internet. See, everyone laughs. Everybody knows this shit. It is scam. Use it to your advantage. Okay, maybe it's not the biggest. Shit, another one of these? Sneaky. And remember, utilize social networking to its fullest, absolute fullest. These are untapped resources that people just don't spend the time to get a good return on. They're like, well, I sent 5 tweets. Nobody retweeted me. Really? Is that all the effort you're going to put into it? Then you don't deserve any retweets. You don't. I mean, seriously, people do not use these nearly enough to realize their full potential. I've had questions before. I can't tell you exactly how to do this or what we do. We do have to keep some trade secrets. Keep y'all coming to our event.
Or just borrow some tequila later. Should tell you.
I don't keep secrets well, yes. Loose tweets sink fleets. I likes the booze. So, another way to make yourself sparkle and dazzle into the eyes of people looking, well, why do I want to go to this conference versus this conference? Because like every weekend, come on, there's a conference somewhere, right, that we can all go to? Or sit at home and drink. So, what we want to do is like get someone from Canada to come to conference. Bam! You're an international affair now. Holy shit. And Canada, can we see Canada from here? I mean, my God, how hard is this? But how do we get the average person to come? People like shiny objects and sparkly things.
Yeah.
Like things a little bit pricey. No, I'm not talking about iPads, though I do like those. Billboards. If you pick one on the highway with high traffic, you're going to hit a ton of people and get a huge return on your investment. It was amazing. We were scared to death when we first called and found out how much billboards were. I was like, holy shit, you want like $4,000 for like 2 weeks? The hell, I'm not making that kind of money. Then you're like, all right, you sign your contract, give them your pretty picture they put up, and our website traffic just went through the roof. Not only were people looking at us now, we're starting to get more people contacting us for sponsorships. People that originally told me to go get fucked, they're calling me now. We saw your billboard. You did? That's awesome. Would you like to give me money? They will. And then another way to do it is exploit people's fears of being hacked. Seriously, it works. A lot of people are retards. Let's just face it. We're all thinking it. I'm going to save it.
That's going out right now. I mean, I know it's on YouTube Live, but that's going out now.
A lot of people.
I've been called a bitch and much worse before. This ain't nothing. So, contact the local news channel and play up the fear like what I did. I called Fox 17, 3, 8, whoever the hell else was in our area, and go, oh my God, there's a conference coming around. Did you guys heard? There's a ton of fucking hackers coming to the town. They're like, oh my God, are we safe? I don't know. Are we safe? Oh my God. Guess what? I'm on the news. They call me, would you like to do an interview? Well, yes, I would. Thank you. And web traffic for that day, bam. People scared as shit. But again, it got your name out there, didn't it? No press is bad press. It's the truth. Again, people might think I'm an idiot, might think I'm a bitch, but that's okay. You remember the pretty sparkly shiny shirt that says GrrCon. It's all good. Pay for radio time. It's great. And if you work your deal, you can even negotiate to get a radio interview. You can pay anybody to do anything. And that's what I did. I sent the talking points ahead of time to this one radio station. I wanted to cover with the DJ. You know, he was going over them before the interview, you know, which is a good thing to do. You're thinking like, man, this guy's sharp. We're going over this shit. And then I got the most fucking retarded question of all time. Are you guys like LifeLock? You can't make this shit up. You know, at first I thought, are you fucking retarded? Am I like LifeLock? Epic fail. Epic loser. But, you know, I'm professional somewhat. Force my happy smile. You know, you're like, well, not exactly. You know, don't tell them that they're a complete moron, but they're not really right. And then he just had to keep going on after that. It was a little tough. Thank God he didn't ask them we were online. Holy crap. It's just one of those things you have to remember. You know, your teacher always told you, there's no such thing as stupid questions. That's right. It's just stupid people. I'm not nice. So, if fear doesn't work, get a local employment agency to come and arrange to have recruiters and headhunters there. It's a great thing to do, you know, especially in the economy we're looking at here in Michigan, the United States in general. Everybody wants to make more money. Me too. So be that bridge between your attendees and that better job. You get people that want to come now, and make sure you tell people, bring your resume. You know, we've got people that are going to be hiring. And so now you're doing a great part of the community. You're not just some money-grubbing asshole. You're actually doing a good job. And it's great. It's a wonderful way to network and helps other people network, and everybody's happy, and they're going to give you more money to come next year. Forward thinking for next year. Yeah. And a few of the other things you have to remember to do. Free beer. I don't know how many people I've met in the hallway today giving out our GrrCon stuff. We got free beer. Fuck yeah, I'm coming. They'd heard nothing else I said except for free beer. That's all it took. Like, see, this is what we're going to have. And see, I told you I forget the dates. 27th and then 28th. There it is. Offer them free food. Like GrrCon's going to have. We want you to come. Prizes. Can anyone seriously raise their hand and say, I don't want to win a prize? Yeah, that's what I thought. Everybody likes free shit. Prizes, prizes, prizes. Like we're going to have. Who saw that coming? Lockpick Village. Oh my God, this thing was a great sell. Not only was I exploiting people's fears of being hacked, but we can pick your fucking locks and we're going to rob your ass. People were scared to death. Lockpick Village was a buzzing, happening place. I mean, the news channel came there in the morning, not giving a shit who we were or what was going on. Where's Lockpick Village? Yeah, down that way. Got on the news again, and it cost you nothing. But people saw you, and they're going to come. Yeah, we're going to have it again this year, too. Woohoo! Another fun thing to do. Seems to be a more common theme now. Is to shoot and destroy. Come on, everybody likes to shoot gun, blow shit up. It's fun. Like we're going to have this year. I love GrrCon. And seriously, now everybody wants to come. You got the great mixes. You've got prizes, food, beer, an awesome time with great people to network. So the first year I did it, like I said, I was scared to my toes. Never done this. I talked to suppliers. I'm that bitch on the phone asking for their stuff to be returned. I've never had to go and ask for money before. But actually, out of quite a few things that we've done here, made some good contacts for next year. It was actually a wonderful event. We sold out and forgot to turn off Eventbrite, sold extra tickets, and then, of course, we didn't turn anybody away from the door. That's just rude. It was a lot of fun. Our vendors were happy. Our attendees were happy. We were happy. And we actually had sponsors that were trying to give us money up until the day of the con. I know I said don't tell anybody no, but if you actually have nothing to give them, you have to tell them no. But forward thinking again, that's a selling point for next year. I sold out of sponsorship chases. You better act fast, right? So my hustling paid off. Working on it for this year. So yeah, we had awesome people attending there. We had people lined up the doors waiting for our patented T-shirt distribution system to hand it. Skanks. To give them their T-shirt. I paid them. It's all good. Happy people. See, again, know your demographic, know who's coming. People were excited for everything that we did. Everybody likes beer and boobs. So, and everybody, they were, like I said, they were there to get good seats to the conference, to the talks that we had. People, it was just awesome. So we all had a great time. And who wouldn't want to do it again this year? We do. I learned a lot, and so I like this picture just because we're getting bigger. We're better than last year. We got 2 whole days this year. Scared to death to try to fund that, let me tell you. So far, so good. It was overwhelming. This year is going to be awesome. Still whoring myself out for a little bit of cash because bigger is better. We want to put more in those little goodie. Maybe. We want to put more in those goodie bags. We want to put more in those goodie bags. We want to make it.
CCW means, right?
We want to make sure that it's just bigger and more awesomer than next year. And it totally will be, right? You saw my cool little slides. So again, you got your tickets? Why the fuck not? Get on your phone or get onto GrrCon.org, buy your tickets. It'll be fun. So thank you.